Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope your 2024 has been amazing thus far. Today I do want to talk with you guys about friendship. Are you someone who have a lot of friends, like you feel like you have no friends, or you just feel like you don't know how to truly cultivate a healthy relationship? If that's you, definitely stick around for this video. How would you define a friendship? So I really want you guys to take a second, think about your answer to that, and drop it down in the comment below. Let's get a discussion started as to how we define friendship. According to the American Psychological Association, friendship can be defined as a voluntary relationship between two or more people that is relatively long-lasting. They go on to say friendship frequently develop through shared experiences in which the people involved learn that their association with one another is mutually gratifying. So there is so much in that definition that I really just want to take apart, unpack. So stick with me here, guys. First thing that really stands out is the fact that it says it's voluntary. When you are friends with someone, you're choosing to be friends with that person. I know sometimes friendship develop by accident, right? You just realize you keep talking to someone and somehow, some way you end up in this friendship that you never set out to initially be a part of, right? At the end of the day, you're still choosing to continue to interact with that person. You're still continuing to do things with that person, and that's the part of friendship that I really think that people need to remember. You choose who you want to be friends with. There are things in life we cannot choose, but the people you choose to be friends with, once again, you choose those people. So at any point you feel a friendship is not what you want it to be, or it's causing you a lot of confusion, anxiety, that you feel like there's a lot of drama surrounding that person, you can choose as well to no longer be friends with that person. And trust me, friendship breakups I feel like are sometimes worse than breaking up with a romantic partner, because I feel like you go through a lot more sometimes with friends than you do with even a romantic partner. It's crazy. But I want us to always remember that key component of friendship. You are choosing who you want to be friends with. And just because you might want to be friends with someone, that person might not want to be friends with you. And you have to respect the person's decisions to not want to be friends with you. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. They just don't want to be your friend. They're lost. They're lost, guys. The other thing that was really important to note, in my opinion, is that it says it's mutually gratifying to both parties. So if it's not mutually gratifying, mutually beneficial, and this doesn't mean every single interaction. There's sometimes you're pouring more into a friend than they're pouring into you, and maybe it's a season where they need you to be the stronger friend. They need you as a shoulder to cry on, but then it should also be the same vice versa. There are times when you're leaning on them, they're pouring into you instead of you pouring into them. And if that's not the case and you're not satisfied with that, once again, you can choose to leave the friendship. It's so important to remember it's a choice that you're making. And also, friendships grow and develop based off of shared experience. So I also want us to continue to remember this. Just as you want to nurture a relationship with a romantic partner, you go out on dates, you do things together, you spend time together, you need to also be doing that in your friendships. You cannot think, oh, we've been friends for 10 years, so I don't need to see you, I don't need to call you, I don't need to spend time with you. Maybe you won't be as frequently, but you still need to do things with that person, to have new things to talk about. You don't want your friendship to just be talking about things that happened in the past, that happened 5, 10, however many years ago. You guys should still be doing things in the present, still hanging out, still calling each other, the same things that you would want a partner, a romantic partner, to do for you should carry over into your friendships. And the last thing I really do want to mention is the same way how we have like attachment styles when it comes to our romantic relationships. And when I tell you, all different types of relationships, whether it's like with your family, with a romantic partner, with your friends, with your siblings, all the things that apply to one applies to all the others. So you need to have that bond, you need to work on that bond, you need to make sure you are checking in with these people. So the same way how you have attachment styles to your romantic partner, you have an attachment style with your friends. And I feel like more people tend to have more secure attachments with their friends than romantic partners. But you might be someone who's very anxiously attached to your friends, where you're constantly worried if they're not in constant communication with you. That is something you need to work on, and you need to realize, like, hey, yes, we're friends, but we don't need to talk every day. Or if you're like avoidant, if you have like an argument, instead of wanting to actually sit down and talk about it, you rather just stop talking to that person, stop being friends with them, even though that is not truly what you want. You need to work on those things, guys. I think in 2024, as a whole, as a collective, everyone should be really working on their friendships, myself included, because I have like my best friends who, they know who they are. They're like the ones I go to, they're the ones I talk to, I check in on, and try to like at least plan a couple hangouts with them like every year, even though like I don't see them every month. But I do try to, like, you know, check in with them every few months, whether it's just like calling and chatting for a while, or like actually meeting up with them in person, sitting down, talking, catching up, just having a good time. So just those are my really quick things about friendships, because lately it's been something on my mind that, you know, like, there's certain people who are in my life that I'm not as close to anymore. And sometimes, like, you know, some of those people I do want to like reestablish our friendship and strengthen those friendships. And others I'm just like, you know what, maybe, you know, that friendship has just fallen apart, and it's not like no one's really at fault, it's just we drifted apart, which is normal. And I have no desires to rekindle those friendships either. So I just think you need to like check within yourself, like, do you want to be friends with these people or do you not? And if you do, what can you do to help build up that friendship? So like I said, plan a little date for you and your friend, just as you would with a significant other. Check in with them, just calling them, like, you know, sending them a text, a meme. Me and a lot of my friends and I, we will send each other like memes and stuff on TikTok, on Instagram, like just whatever, just because it made me think of them. So that's just even a small way that you can keep that friendship going, and just a way to connect with the people you really care about. Also, I have Snapchat streaks. I know that's probably not a thing that people really do anymore, but I still have Snapchat streaks with my really close friends. And when I tell you, my best friend and I, ours is like probably over 2,000 days, so that's years, guys. And she knows who she is. If she's watching this video, she knows exactly who I'm talking about. And that's what I mean, like, that's one of the ways we constantly keep in contact on an everyday basis. Like, we snap each other at least once a day for our streak, but we also be chatting. So, but I just want to end this off on a really positive note. I did look at some statistics, so let me pull up my stats. According to a survey done in 2023, 61% of adults in the US say they have close friends, and that having close friends is essential to living a fulfilled life, which I think is amazing, because I also think having really great friends and like close friends is so important. Like having that sense of community, people who you can lean on, people who are your support system, it gets you through a lot of tough and challenging moments in life. And I don't know where I would be without my support system, and I wish that for everyone. I want everyone to have a close group of friends who they can lean on at all times. Another study states people who have 5 to 6 friends are more likely to be happier by 60%. 60% for 5 friends. I know, like, I have a decent amount of like friends, but then like my close inner tribe, you know, the ones who know everything, it's probably around like 4 or 5. So 60% happier, guys. When I tell you, numbers don't lie, the signs, the stats do not lie. And if you want to know more, please, I will have the articles linked down below so you guys can check them out. Of course, fact check me if you want. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.